Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Riyad Mahrez. He's one of the best dribblers around, Peter, with such delicate, close control and wonderful balance. He could finish with the best of them too, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him score a few cracking individual efforts for this team. He loves to move in from that right flank and unleash with his left foot.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And here's a quick goes for goal! Goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike. And
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Aurier. Son Heung-min. Lucas Moura. Out to the left it goes. Kane. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Tottenham grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And the defence can get it clear. Rodri plays it forward. Shapes to shoot. No, he's missed it.
Aguero certainly caught it well enough, but that was never really going to trouble the keeper.
Davis. Lucas Moura. Musa Sissoko. And it's Son Heung-min. It's Kane! Away from immediate danger. Oh, that is Son Heung-min has a goal! Superb goal! Son Heung-min duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Some good stubborn defending there. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. It'll be a throw-in. And here's Mahrez. De Bruyne looks to thread it through. Now it's Silva. Silva. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
And he's whipped it in low. Now it's Aguero. Now it's Mahrez. Keeps everyone guessing. Gets wrestled off the ball. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. That's good defending, very good defending. And he heaves it forward. Davis battles to win it back.
Mahrez really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
Son Heung-min! Rodri with a good steal, well played. Sterling. Tries to get it forward quickly. That intervention was very necessary. Lucas Moura. And here's Kane. Lucas Moura. He's come loose. And here's Davis. Son Heung-min. Kane. Silva. Forward it goes. And it's Mahrez. And here's Aguero. He's gone for it! Another chance! Really well taken goal. They are right back in business. Well, he was never going to miss from there.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Davis goes back to base. Vertonghen. Lucas Moura. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Silva. And it's Sterling. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now it's Kane. Son Heung-min. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Lucas Moura. Musa Sissoko. And here's Kane. Ali has a pop! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Son Heung-min. Lucas Moura. This could spell danger. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. And it's Aguero. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, he's fouled him there. De Bruyne! Winks. Here it comes. Done very well to intervene. De Bruyne. Walker drives it forward. Mahrez plays it in. Alderweireld tries to clear. Tottenham get it back again. Kane. It's a loose ball. De Bruyne. Keeper sends it forward. Mondi. Pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Hoists it forward. Davis gets into the right position to intercept. Aurier. And here's Kane.
Kane really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
The Tongan cuts it out. And here's Mahrez. Throw in. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. He's found his man. He's had a shot! It's a goal! Into the lead once more.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Tottenham go into the lead. And it's played forward. Aguero spreads it towards the left. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Son Heung-min. Vertonghen. Lucas Moura. Ali. Just brushed off the ball there. Mahrez. Mahrez goes looking. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. De Bruyne! It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class! They have hauled themselves right back into it. Oh, that is a bit special. So all square and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
And here's Son Heung-min. He could be a shot at goal! In it goes! And they get themselves in front!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Tottenham got themselves into the lead.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
De Bruyne, great strength, too strong for his opponent. Now it's Ali. And it's Kane. Son Heung-min. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. He's made sure that that won't get through. Silva. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Aguero has been caught there, it's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
De Bruyne!
Well, he probably expected to do a lot better considering the position he was in.
Alderweireld. Kane. Dele Alli. And here's Aguero. Mahrez goes for the cross. Aguero has a go! Son Heung-min is there, and he can get that clear. Rodri. Mahrez. Played into the middle. Deep cross. And that was asking just too much of him. Hoists it forward. Dele Alli. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Dele Alli needed to come up with a better ball.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
And here's Sterling. Sterling. Can he deliver? And it's De Bruyne. And here's Silva. That's a corner kick. And that has been cleared. Lucas Moura gets it back. Walker. De Bruyne. Aguero has a go! No mistake! They have come roaring back! He was so alert to the possibilities there, great stuff.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
A real chance to break. That's not going to make it. Moussa Sissoko. Mendy plays it forward. Over to the left. Oh, that is lovely footwork. There will be a throw-in. And it's Mendy. And here's Silva. Ball's loose, who's getting there? David Silva plays it in. The Tongan gets rid without sophistication. And here's Sterling. And there's the end of the first half. Tottenham playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest. So once again, we're underway. Stones. Sterling. Sterling, lovely feet. Silva, he gets past his man. Oh, that's a waste. Davis. Lucas Moura. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Silva. Mahrez. Walker. The Tongan sticks in a foot to win it back. Silva. De Bruyne. He's had a go! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Alderweireld tries to get it forward quickly. Moussa Sissoko. And it's Son Heung-min. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Sterling. Sterling steered in. Lucas Moura. Moussa Sissoko. Winks. And here's Kane. And the ball is out of play. Rodri. Silva. Rodri. De Bruyne. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. And here's Son Heung-min. And it's played forward. Sterling gets away from his opponent. Mendy is charging up on the overlap. Dele Alli. Looking for space out wide. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Stones very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Sterling. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
And that's been levered clear. Lucas Moura. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead...
It's Aguero! Good strike, quite an alarm.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
And here's Dele Alli. And this is Kane. Now it's Son Heung-min. Forward it goes. Now the counter. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Lucas Moura. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, and the fact that he's registered, Peter, simply encourages more attention of a closer nature.
Lucas Moura. Aurier. Son Heung-min. Now a chance to break. Loose ball. Stones. Mendy drives it forward. And the through ball is intercepted. Davis. And here's Kane. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! It's in! And they've got their lead back. He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
This has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. An irresistible force today.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Stones goes looking. Musa Sissoko. Son Heung-min. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Cleared without complication. The Tongan battles to win it back. Rodri. Fernandinho pinged forward. Mahrez gets into a dangerous position. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And it's Dele Alli. Musa Sissoko. Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, now that was a chance. What a chance.
There's going to be another change here. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Silva. And here's Sterling. Beautifully done. Puts in a cross. Hoists it forward. And it's Mendy. Bernardo Silva. Silva. Mendy.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Ederson gets it upfield. Sané. Walker.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of... Aurier. Musa Sissoko. And here's Son Heung-min.
Son Heung-min really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Kane. Now it's Sissoko. Mendy positions himself well and cuts it out. Ederson sends that a long way. The ball has crossed the line and it's a throw. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Son Heung-min with a definite foul there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now it's Sané. Massive leap! And he's there to clear it. Stones. Kyle Walker. Finds himself eased off the ball.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Dele Alli. Chance to shoot, and Sissoko! And that would have won it.
Musa Sissoko really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
And out to safety. That's a throw. Tottenham making another change here. Alderweireld. Aurier. Alderweireld. Vertonghen. Winks. Lamela. Winks. Vertonghen, and it's played forward, and here's Davis.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Sane goes up, hits one! Oh, taken with style!
Oh, this is a real show of character. Rather than let their heads drop, they've stood proud and fought hard. Brilliant.
What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Kane.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
One final crack at it now.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Zinchenko. And here's Sterling. Silva lobs it in gently.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And it's Sterling. And here's shoots! And that's a real chance missed.
Aguero fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Sané. Oh, nice touch. Gets the better of his man.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Son Heung-min plays it out to the wing.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, that had to be more accurate. Zinchenko. Going through. Whipped in.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more miss than hit.
Aurier could try cutting inside here. Header! Did well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
David Silva plays it forward. They've played it short.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's gone for it! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Zinchenko, forward it goes. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Aurier. Dele Alli. He's there to receive. Real chance! Son Heung-min, the Santo. Timely intervention. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, wonderful stuff, and the right result. Neither side really deserved to lose. How would you sum up what we've witnessed?